Hello friends, this is Karthik Singh, working as an assistant professor in the School of Management Sciences, Varanasi. And we have already covered extensive literature survey and hypothesis building. So 3 steps we have already covered. In the 4th step, we are going to study about research design. So let's move ahead with the lecture. So we have already covered problem identification, extensive literature survey, extensive literature survey, and hypothesis building. And today we are going to cover preparation of research design in this lecture video. So let's move ahead. Research problem have been formulated in the clear-cut terms. The researcher will be required to prepare for the research design. So as problem has already been identified, now researcher is expected to devise his research design. He will have to state the conceptual structure within which research should be or would be conducted. So researcher is expected to create a conceptual framework or conceptual structure within which entire research is going to take place. And it says the function of research design is to provide collection of relevant evidence with minimum expenditure, effort, time and money. But how all these can be achieved depends on mainly the research purpose. So research purposes may be grouped into 4 categories. Those are exploration, description, diagnosis and experimentation. These are the 3 platforms through which we usually explore different types of research designs. Now let's understand the points which is being discussed in this particular slide. Basically, we need to create a conceptual structure under which entire research it takes place, and that conceptual structure is going to be called as research design. This basically research design covers some basic questions like what, when, where, how, and by whom. And to cover all these basic questions, we use exploration, description, as well as experimentation or diagnosis or experimentation. So these are the 4 basic research design types. And through these research design types, we cover what is this research all about, what kind of research problem we are going to handle, then when, by what time frame we are going to cover this research, where, in what location we are going to carry out this research, how, what would be the procedure to complete this research, and by whom, who are those people who are involved in completing this particular research. So these are the basic questions which any particular research design usually try to answer, and for answering they use exploration. Exploration means several options are there, and you want to choose the best possible option through exploration. Descriptive means either it is an event, people, or process. We are going to describe as it is. If event is happening, we are expected to describe it as it is. If it is a people, then we are going to say the attribute of that person, the way he or she is behaving. Or if some process is going on, we have to elaborate the process as it is. We are not expected to manipulate with the variable. So this is the second research design type. Third one is diagnosis. On the basis of parameter matching, means some benchmarks are there on the basis of which we measure that benchmark with the performance, and then we diagnose things and come out with the result. And experimentation means we try to establish cause and effect relationship. If anything is happening, there must be certain reason for it to happen, and we try to build that relationship between cause and effect relationship. So this third or fourth type would be of experimentation. So basically research design is going to give you or create you the background of the entire research, under which entire research is expected to be carried out. So research design is basically a basic benchmark under which entire research is going to be carried out. Moving ahead, the preparation of the research design appropriate for a particular research problem involves usually consideration of the following. So before devising any research design, we have to consider certain things, and these are the means of obtaining, by what means we are going to obtain our information. So how question is going to be covered in this. Availability of skills and research and his staffs. So whom question is going to be answered in this. Then explanation the way in which selected means information obtained and the reasoning leading to the selection. Means whatever we are going to deal with the process, and what kind of process we are going to follow, we have to deal with it. Then the time available, so when question is going to be answered in this, and cost factor, how much money is going to be invested in this, and finance available in hand which should be taken care of. So these are the basic requirement or basic things which any research design covers. Means of obtaining information, availability and skill which are there in our hand, the way or the process through which we are going to carry out research, time frame under which we are going to cover this particular research, and how much cost is available to carry out that research. These are the basic questions which are going to be considered while devising our research design. So next would be, so we have covered this research design, and in this research design we usually try to cover basic questions: what to do, when to do, where to do, how to do, and by whom it should be done. So in doing so, these are the 5 basic requirement, and these are integral part of this research design. So this is it for research design. In the next lecture we are going to start with the sampling design. Thank you so much for watching.